Yeah, I went on secondment to work for the local authority, and I first started off working as like an inspector for the local authority manager. I was going around and looking in the residential homes that they had, and it was going around every 6 to 8 weeks to inspect and make sure that they were complying with all the policies and procedures, i.e. the medication was stored correctly, they were following a cleaning regime, people had support plans that were reflecting what they needed. So I went in and had a look. At the time I could look at anything I wanted, but then we identified various areas that needed looking at, and if I found anything that wasn't, I advised on what they should do, and then obviously went back the time after to make sure that things had been done. But that time then it became the manager I was working for identified there was a need for a manager at White Oaks, which was a respite service, and he asked me if I would go along and support the deputy manager at the time, and manage White Oaks, which at the time was a respite service, and we also had some staffed group homes round about in the community. So I went to do that for a short time.
And okay, so you said how you working with the inspections and at White Oaks, so how did the inspections and usually uncover what would do his results?
One matter of it is that it's like you have to be aware of. I mean, something simple like tomato sauce should be stored in a fridge once it's opened, you know. And if you don't do that, and you're inspected by food health hygiene inspectors, that you know you would be told off about it. So it was a matter of me going along and making sure that everywhere knew the things that they should know about. You know, it's like, it sounds ridiculous now, but mops shouldn't be stored in a bucket because obviously it breeds germs, etc. So, you know, we set up a system where everybody knew that mop heads had to be clear of the floor, and they had to be, we had rows of hooks put up so that everyone had the mops. You know, you used a different mop for the toilet area, to use a different mop for the kitchen area, to the bedroom. So therefore, it was about making sure that people understood, because it's a big onus when you're managing a big service to make sure that you're meeting all the targets that you should be meeting. So it's like the water, you know, you test that the water runs at a certain, it doesn't run too hot so people can't burn themselves. You know, it's things like that, is that, you know, and it's very easy for something just to slip and not. So my job was to make sure that when they were inspected by outside agencies, that they were complying really. And things like that. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, you know, when I talk about tomato sauce and mop heads now, it's like, but it was important because you could have been contravening some kind of health and safety. Yeah. And you could have been, you know, cross-contamination, you could have been